Gotta love when I have to reboot my computer and do a video again because it doesn't want to work and it freezes up. I don't know if I have bugs on this thing or not. But let's pick off where we left off. We were talking about the Wale project that he dropped probably like 10 years ago. I don't even know. Very dope. I mean, I really like the theme of this record. You know, I really like the theme of this Wale record. If this keeps happening, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just have to record a video. I don't care if I don't have space on my OneDrive. I've literally tried clearing it out, computer. Thank you very much. From now on, guys, by the way, I'm only doing a separate review for artists I really, really mess with. Like, I'm not going to go listen to, like, a 42... Like, I like 42 Doug, but I'm not going to go through and, like, listen to a whole 42 Doug album and, like, review it for you guys. It's got to be, like, an A$AP Rocky, like a Frank Ocean, a Kendrick, a Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow, we will definitely try to do, like, a live reaction this week. I got to clear my computer of some stuff. But, yeah. Sounds like some cool samples going on. There was like this MF Doom sample on one of the tracks. I forgot what the sample was and what track it was or whatever, but there was some MF Doom influence on this record for sure. I was definitely enjoying myself with this album. I mean, very early 2010 style rap. But KD, we're not going to change the fact that you got your ass taken home, okay? And then when KD said OKC, I definitely got the message that it was an old mixtape. I don't feel like listening to every track, but I didn't feel like listening to every single track on here, but I was really impressed by Wale on this project. Next, we have a brand new T-Pain record. T-Pain is making a comeback. You know, it all started with the whole Denzel Curry feature. He worked with IDK last year as well. We got an IDK Denzel Curry. Those two connect the dots here. We got a little triangle going on. We'll talk about that track here in a little bit, though. T-Pain, that's just tips. I think this man's back for good. I think T-Pain's definitely back for good. He's got a lot to prove. Not really, though. He revolutionized a whole genre of music, damn near, with the auto-tune and, like, the R&B. You know. Beats fire. I mean, I thought the song itself was alright. He's definitely a talented individual here in the music industry, but I don't know how I felt about that. Next, I decided to check out Action Bronson's brand new record, Cocodrillo Turbo. This is very interesting. He's a very weird fella. If you know the guy, like his personality, if you watch interviews and stuff, you get that he's kind of a weird dude. I never really listened to this guy. He's been on tracks with some of my favorite rappers, so I was like, you know what? Let's check it out. Alchemist promoted the project on Instagram, and I was like, whose record is this? And then I saw the cover on his Instagram and then on Apple Music, and I was like, oh, Action Bronson. Action Bronson's definitely the type of guy that Alchemist has ties with. He's in that underground lane with, like, Boldy James, Mac Hami, Griselda guys, you know, he's in that lane. As of now, I'm only listening to the song with Conway, The Machine. That's the only good feature on here, Griselda Man, so I guess I had to listen to it. I felt like I was surfing on this song. I'm taking that he's like an experimental rapper. He's like a Mike type of rapper. He's like an Earl Sweatshirt type of rapper. I'm not comparing him to those other guys, but he's in that lane, you know what I mean? I don't know. He can rap, though, and he's fat, so... He can rap, and he's fat. So he's representing the fat rappers pretty well there. He's fat, whatever. Some fat people piss me off. I'm not going to lie, I'm putting it out there right now. He was talking about some pretty nasty shit on this record. I don't know what the shit was. At one point I was like, turn it off immediately. I don't know. Internet Money and Yeet deliver a brand new single, no handouts. Could we see a collab album between the two in the future? Quite possibly after this one. I mean, holy shit, man. A lot of hype around this track. The bells, whatever. It sounds a lot like Twizzy Rich off of, what was the album called? Up to Me, which, by the way, is like a top 20 album of last year, in my opinion. Yeet was yelling. That was definitely a highlight of the track. I still liked this track. You know, it did sound reminiscent of some of his old stuff, and maybe he's becoming a little more saturated now. Maybe he should wait a little bit before he drops new music. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's like a mixtape god if he came out and dropped another 20-song record this year. He dropped 29 tracks so far this year, and counting this one and some others, he's probably dropped around 35 for 2022, which is above average, honestly. Yeah. Next, Pooh Shiesty from jail. You know, he promoted this deluxe. He was in jail. Dropped a music video while he was incarcerated. Some pretty cool features on here. Gunna was on here. The original album was quite forgettable, but I was like, you know what? Why not? For the moment, let's listen to Pooh Shiesty. Gunna was pretty nice. And then we had Lil Durk, ESTG, and Moneybagg Yo on one track, which was cool. By the way, speaking of Moneybagg Yo, he was actually at the Grizzlies game with Black Youngsta and T Morant. That was really cool. Some Memphis rappers coming out and supporting Ja Morant. I talked about that game a little earlier, right before this video, so that's cool. This track was pretty mid, and then next we had 42 Doug on the next track. He's definitely been killing it lately, and he didn't change on this project. I think he had a pretty cool part. Lil Uzi and Gucci Mane. You know, Lil Uzi was honestly the only highlight on this track. Pooh Shiesty sounded like Polo G at one point in this project. Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty talking about Grammys. Let's chill out with the Grammys with you guys. You guys aren't Grammy level artists. Uzi might be, but I don't know. And then we get more ESTG on this track. I am fine with that, and that closes out that record. I don't have a lot to say. Next, we have Don Toliver and Justin Bieber delivering a single called Honest. Both this and this joke song, I Feel Funny, were trash. JB, honestly, retire. Those are my thoughts on those songs. They're garbage. Justin Bieber, if you want to go through down a trap lane, that is fine by me, but never make a song, a Matty B rap sounding song ever again, even though you get those vibes from Justin Bieber from the beginning. But oh my goodness, it's terrible. What the hell are you doing? I mean, it sounds like the first single of some garbage pop singer. And you're not a garbage pop singer. You're literally a legend. I will renown you as that way. Like, you know. But anyways, let's move on to Weathen, because he dropped a new project, Midnight. Now, I've never heard of this guy, but you know what? I saw the features on here and I was like, man, this might be nice. He's got a song with Yeet, Midwest, shout out to the Lollapalooza boy, and Matt Ox. Trumpets with Yeet on the same track, that's definitely a crazy mix and something I want to see more of in the future. I love this for Midwest. You know, getting on a track with Yeet and Matt Ox is definitely not easy, and Midwest is kind of taking off and promoting himself well before his Lollapalooza set, which is fantastic. This album is apparently electronic, but there's a lot of hip-hop influence. I don't know why it's called electronic. Somebody on that track sounded like old Uzi though. And then I started listening more. I was like, hold up a second, Matt Ox. That's Matt Ox. It sounds like old Uzi. It was interesting. We have Slump Sixes as well. He's an underground rapper. You know, he's in that same outlet as, you know, Sofago, Young Fazo, what's his name, Tanner something. Like Baby Santana, rappers like that. He's kind of going down that path. He's down that path, you know. The song with Slump Sixes was a vibe. It was pretty fire. Next, I was like, you know what? Let's listen to this Josiah Cash Dami. Cash Dami's another one of those underground artists. I was done with the record after those 3 tracks, which I gave Weathen a chance. It's honestly not that bad. You know, I'm kind of excited to see what he brings out in the future. He seems like a producer, maybe. I didn't notice anybody that didn't sound like the rappers featured lay down some vocals. So the beats are pretty damn awesome on here. Like, whoa, nice guitar. I mean, Weathen did pretty good on this. I don't know if it's his debut or if it's his label debut, whatever. Next, we have a new single from Lil TJ, Going Up. It sounds like the song Turn Around, and every now and then, you know what I mean? It sounds like that. The beat sounded like it. I mean, the song's okay, TJ. I mean, copying the Yeet bells I see for sure on this one. We're getting pretty close to being done here. IDK and Denzel Curry drop a new record, Dog Food. I don't know why people didn't tell me that IDK is releasing an electronic album. I don't know what it is about Apple Music. They have this electronic fetish. Why are we labeling everything as electronic? Maybe it is electronic. I don't know. But IDK is dropping a brand new album soon. It fits in with Denzel's new sound. This song does for sure. I'm not sure if I'm like. I was thinking about making a video on this separately, but I don't know. It is fucking loud out there. I apologize. The sound was very interesting on this one. I wasn't sure who was singing at one point of the record. I was kind of confused there. IDK is pretty nice on this one, and Denzel did great as well. Let's move on to the brand new No Cap album, Mr. Crawford. I didn't listen to all of the songs, but I saw some cool features. Thought I'd give it a shot. Kodak was on a track. Sounds perfect for a Kodak feature, the song he was on. Nice song by Kodak. Like, hell yeah, man. I mean, this man can sing. Kodak can sing. Give him credit. You know, he popped up on Future's album as well, and he produced some great melodic performances. One of the best on the project. Kodak was still going at the end of the track. I loved it. Next, we got some Internet Money production. There was a 42 Doug reference on the track, maybe paying homage to him. Whatever. There's like some Lil Baby flow on this track as well with the Internet Money. I liked it. Did he talk about Pat Bev on this one? I don't know why, but yeah. And then last but not least, we had a Young Boy feature, YB Better plus Ratio plus You Fell Off. I didn't say that in the right order, but hey, whatever. I mean, shit, that was a pretty good track as well. Next, though, we're getting to the end of this, guys. Don't worry. If you guys are getting bored, yeah. We have a brand new Nardo Wick track. Crazy, crazy. Nardo has been going crazy, crazy lately. I mean, the guy has had some great songs. The Who Is Nardo Wick or whatever that album was called, that's a really good album. Listening to it down the stretch, it's definitely aged well for me. But this track's pretty nice. He's got a career ahead of him. I think with time, Nardo Wick can develop this sound and be a really good artist, honestly. Next is Giveon with a brand new single, Lie Again. Like I said, man, so much music here. New Giveon, you know, I feel it, you know. I felt pretty fruity listening to this, not gonna lie. Listening to Giveon, it's kind of sus, whatever. It's a guilty pleasure, if you will. KC Veggies, I think it's called It's About Time or something like that. KC Veggies drops a new EP. I just didn't want to listen to the whole thing, though. He had a song with Dom Kennedy. I've heard of Dom Kennedy in the past, so I decided on listening to it. I messed with this man back in the day, you know, the OF days with Tyler, the Creator. You know, KC Veggies was pretty nice. You know, he had a great flow. His voice was amazing. He added a lot with his features. But yeah, I only wanted to listen to this song because of the features. I don't really mess with KC Veggies as a solo artist. I like when he's with other people. Dom Kennedy sounded like Nipsey Hussle on this thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I would have listened to Russ. I would have listened to Kalani. Kalani was another artist that dropped an album with like 5 pretty good features on there. So I would have listened to them, but I was like, whatever. I've listened to enough music here. Apparently Elmo, a.k.a. Shorty Scott or whatever his name is, dropped a remix with Offset. But I don't care, because that song sucks. And I don't want people... I'm done with people pushing this baby voice agenda. It only works with certain people. But, hey, whatever, man. Do what you want to do. I'm out, guys. Peace out. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. I don't feel like studying for calc. I'm kind of over it. I'm stressed out. If I don't pass, I don't pass. What the fuck ever. I don't care. I can retake a class. I don't have 4 years to pass college. I have the rest of my life to pass college.